Good morning. So I just sent my kids to school and I just want to make this quick video. I'm sitting here in the kind of playground with tennis courts behind. And I wanted to take this opportunity to shoot this follow-up video from yesterday's post, right? So yesterday was about fear, right? The topic was about fear. And I asked the questions like, are you going to be fear's master or are you going to be its bitch? And I knew as soon as I used that word bitch, I knew when I posted this video, someone's going to pick up on it, right? I knew that there'd be someone out there who's going to ask the question, why does fear have to be a bitch? As in, why couldn't I have used a different word other than bitch, right? And so here's my response to that. So let me ask you, what are the two biggest fears? What are the two biggest fears every human being has? Fear number one is the fear of not being good enough, right? And fear number two is fear of not being loved. Everyone has it. So as soon as I shot that video and I used the B word, right? And I finished the video and I was asking myself, shit, should I retake that? Should I use a different word? And all those questions, all those doubts in my mind was coming from what fear? The fear of, what if someone doesn't like this? What if someone doesn't like me, right? They don't like the video, they don't like this word I used, they were offended, and now they don't like me. Then what happens? So remember I said I have fears too? Well, that's a fear that came up for me. But you know what? People are not going to like me anyway, no matter how I show up, right? Some people are going to love me. Some people are not going to love me. Some people are not going to like me. That's just the reality of life, right? But am I going to let that fear of not being liked, stop me from making the video and putting out that content? Am I going to let that silly fear stop me from putting out a video that could potentially wake people up? And so remember, one of the questions I asked yesterday was, what are your fears preventing you from doing? What is it costing in your life, right? But the other side to this coin is, what is your fear costing other people? Is it costing them, their freedom? Is it costing them realizing that they need to make a change in their life right now? And basically, if I let my fear stop me from making a video or using the B word or using whatever word, well, then people are not going to hear my message, right? And here's the thing. If one video I make could help one person wake up and realize what they need to change and improve in their life, then I'm happy. Then my video has done its job. What if that person was suicidal and one video I made stopped them from committing suicide? And what if in that video I use the word bitch or fuck or whatever else offends some people, but it saved one person's life? Now how are you going to judge the value of that video? How are you going to judge that word if you knew it saved someone's life? So you know what? I spent a couple of decades or more of my life worrying about what the fuck other people think. But, it's time to stop. It's time to start taking action. It's time to start doing what you love. It's time to start doing what you're passionate about, what brings you joy. It's time to start contributing, right? It's time to start contributing to others so that that value that you can provide, others are moved by it. And that's the most important bit in life, right? How you contribute. And so if you're preventing one word from limiting that, then what is it costing you? And what is it costing others? That's the only question you have to answer. So what is this rant and this share of this video going to do for you? And what is it going to mean to you? I don't know. That's completely up to you. But what is true is if you continue to let fear of whatever kind, right? Fear of using one word limit your actions and what you do, you're limiting not just your full potential, your own life, but potentially the lives of others too. And do you need the 7 billion people on earth to follow you and listen to your message and take in what you have to say? No. And if in that group of people, you can change one life or 5 lives or 10 lives or prevent one suicide, then is it worth it? Even if you use the word bitch or fuck or ranted like a fucking crazy maniac like me, is it worth it? That's up to you to answer, right? I can't tell you the answer to that. You got to decide for yourself, and that decision will create your destiny, your future. So that's it. That's the end of today's share. Stop letting your fears control your life and go do what you love now.